Hi again. The guy you just saw at the beginning of this video is Nico Hines. He's a journalist at the Daily Beast. He got into a huge kind of online storm this week because he wrote an article about using hookup sites to get sex at the Rio Olympics. And the focus of his piece was mainly on LGBT hookups, where he posed as someone that was interested in sex. One of the problems, apart from the fact it's a really kind of facile article, is the fact that he gives so many details within the article of the type of people, the sports they were doing, the countries they were from. It became quite clear that you could actually identify a lot of these people who came from countries where homosexuality is illegal. Hence the real issue that people have had with it, and including athletes who have come out quite strongly against it. Thankfully, the piece prompted an apology from the Daily Beast almost immediately once they realised the kind of level of opposition to it, and the piece was taken down. But I think what's really useful about this kind of story is that it actually shows some of the realities that when Western individuals and writers and journalists actually start talking about LGBT issues in global online spaces where that material is available for anyone to read, they're overlaying it, if like a Western understanding of what it is to be LGBT into countries that are kind of quite far removed in their kind of cultural understandings themselves. It didn't help really that the journalist was actually a straight guy, and that the article was written in a way that kind of showed his anthropological amusement at the kind of the mating habits of gay people. You won't be surprised that the hook for a lot of the coverage and the opposition to the story was the fact that this was a straight guy talking about gay people. But I guess the reason I wanted to talk about it today was that I think there's some lessons there for us as an LGBT community to start looking at the kind of issues of representation in media that we're consuming ourselves. So the kind of online LGBT news sites that we use. We've all liked something, we've all shared something, we've all retweeted something about some horrific homophobia in the world. But I think we need to really think a little bit about the choices that we make when we do that and what the impact that might have on other people that are directly affected by these stories. I think we're all aware of the kind of pace of modern news where stories break and from minute to minute they change, they evolve, they develop, things aren't what they originally seemed to be. So we know things move fast, and so journalism has to move fast too. But I guess we need to ask ourselves the question, really, when we're looking at something, when we're looking at a clickbait article, exactly how much time has been spent by the people that are presenting that to ensure they've verified the facts? What issues around security, around safety of the groups or individuals that are featured in these articles have been taken into account before they've been signed off. The truth of it is we know a lot of these articles are just cut and paste from emails or other things that we've read elsewhere and put out into the world without much thought going into it. And I guess there's the rub really, that we sat here criticising a straight journalist who doesn't understand the gay community and writing about us in a way that's quite dangerous. But I do think, and I guess this is the point for today really, is that we need to take some responsibility to think about the news and information we're consuming and how much we're actually interrogating it and how much we're aware of the impact it will have on other spaces.